time to breathe again on this latest breath of fresh air, Shorty, with your host, Charles Taylor. Now, it is good to be back on the Shorty. I didn't do one last week. And before I get started, I just wanted to say I hope everybody out there had a safe, happy, and wonderful Thanksgiving holiday with their family, loved ones, friends, whoever they got to spend it with. I hope everybody had a great holiday and they got to get a little bit of good quality time off to kind of refresh the batteries as we get ready for the holiday season. Of course, we have a lot that is going on in sports right now, particularly in college football. We will get into that a little bit more with the live webcast that is coming on later on tonight at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. But for this shorty, I wanted to talk a little bit about the quarterback position. Now, we all know what everybody says. It's a quarterback driven league. Everybody or everything revolves around the quarterback. I get it. I understand. Everybody wants to talk about that in terms of just how important the quarterback position is, and I get it. I would even say and acknowledge the quarterback position is probably the most important position in all the sports. I get it. But football is the ultimate team sport. Quarterbacks can't do anything if they're not getting protected or the pieces around them aren't running the ball for them, catching the ball for them. The quarterback's job is to get them all the ball, and they're only as good as the people around them. I get it. I understand there's a lot of responsibility, but remember, teams win Super Bowls, not individual quarterbacks. They could be a big part of it, but they need help along the way. Having said that, we know how glamorous the quarterback position is in today's landscape. And I wanted to talk about two quarterbacks in particular. One is Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton, and the other is Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. Now, both of these guys had terrible performances in their team's last games. Let's start with Cam Newton. This man was 5 of 21 for 92 or 93 yards and two interceptions. I guess he had a rushing touchdown, though. And the Panthers just got smashed by the Miami Dolphins down there in South Florida. Now, Cam, look, before I go on with Cam, let's set the table real quick for both Newton and Roethlisberger. These two quarterbacks have been getting dirt thrown on them. A lot of people, fans and media alike, have been saying how much it is over for them. They are way past their primes, and it's time for them to put it up. It's time for them to go away and retire. I'm not quite ready to say that about those two guys. I think there is some good playing left in them, particularly in Newton. I mean, Newton is only 32 years old. So I think he still has some good football left in him. But him and Roethlisberger, they've both taken physical beatings because of their playing style. They're both big guys, around 6'4", 6'5", 235, 240 pounds. I mean, these are big, physical, strong men, but they have taken a lot of hits over their time. And because of those hits and because of that physical pounding they have taken, they do look shot or like a shot fighter, like guys who are just ready to just put it up and go home. Like I said, I'm not quite ready to declare that about them yet, but there are a lot of people who are. Just look at all the people who are throwing dirt out on this, especially after their respective performances last Sunday. But back to Newton. Look, Cam did not look good. That is very, very apparent. He looked like a guy who not only could he not throw the ball, but he couldn't read coverages. He just looked totally lost out there. Give a lot of credit to the Dolphins defense for the game plan they had, but I mean, he didn't look good at all. Now, the thing with Cam is we have to remember this dude is just now coming back. This is his third game back with the Panthers, and this is his second game starting. We all know the story with him. He was with the New England Patriots, and he got cut in favor of Mac Jones, and we know how that is working out for the Patriots right now. It looks like they have their guy for this year and going forward for the foreseeable future. But Cam got signed, and a lot of people were happy about it. And I was one of those guys who was happy about Cam coming back, being back with this old team that he had a lot of success with. And you got a new coaching staff there under Matt Rule. And when he scored the touchdown, his first touchdown against the Arizona Cardinals, which was a Panthers win, of course he proclaimed how much he was back. Ever since that moment, it has went downhill from there. And now he looks like a guy who needs to go back home. And he's back on the bench because he got benched in that game against the Dolphins as well. So, not good. It's looking really, really muddy for Cam. It's looking muddy for Carolina when it comes to the quarterback position. And they're going to have to figure something out. With all that being said, I do think Cam will put something together before the season is out. There's still a lot to play for them. They're in the midst of the race in the NFC playoff or the playoff play in the NFC playoff mixture. Whew, can't talk right now, but he's gonna have to step his play up, obviously. Meanwhile, the Pittsburgh Steelers got whooped. They got destroyed by the Cincinnati Bengals, 41-10. And Ben Roethlisberger threw two interceptions in there, and then I think he lost a fumble, or he at least fumbled once. And that game turned ugly in a hurry. Like I said, he had a pick six in that game, and he looked like a guy who also looked lost, couldn't move in the pocket, looked like a statue back there as Cincinnati defenders just came teeing off on him. Now, like I said, it looked really bad for Ben Roethlisberger. We know he's contemplated retirement a lot over the course of the last few years. He decided to come back, and up to this point, or up to the game in Cincinnati, he really wasn't playing that badly. But we have to realize with both of these quarterbacks, to sum everything up, they need the other parts to be on point with them. No longer are they the guys who can rise up and carry their teams to victory on any given day. And who knows, maybe they can have a performance that is the difference between them winning and losing. But these guys need those other parts. They need the running game to continue to improve. They need their receivers to step up. And maybe the biggest part is they need the defenses to continue to step up too. Pittsburgh is supposed to have a good defense. Carolina is supposed to have a good defense too. Lately, they have not been playing like good elite defenses. They've been giving up a lot of points, and if they're going to give up a lot of points, then you're in a bad way if you're going to ask Cam or Big Ben to throw the ball 45, 50 times to get you back in the game. They're just not those guys to do that anymore, not at this point in their careers. With all that said, I'm not as quick to throw dirt on these guys. I'm not as quick to say it is over for them. I still think they can do some good things this year, and everything is still out in front for them. Especially for the Steelers, they're playing in the AFC. Nobody's running away from anybody in the AFC. Carolina, they're not looking as good, but I mean, the Washington football team has the last playoff spot with a 5-6 record. The Panthers are 5-7. So everything is still out in front for these guys, but they just have to step it up and play a little bit better and hope those other parts come along with them. I still think they can do some good things before the season is out, and they're going to need it if their teams are going to get to where they ultimately want to go. Well, that is what I'm breathing on for today. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Breath of Fresh Air YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button, and keep the likes coming on the Breath of Fresh Air Facebook page. Like I said earlier, the live webcast will be coming on. We hope you can join us there for all the interaction because there are a lot of topics that we have to cover in a short amount of time. So we hope you can join us. Throw your comments in there, good, bad, or indifferent. You know we'll respond to any of the feedback. Until then, everybody take care, and y'all have a great Tuesday afternoon.